Welcome back to my channel, this Dominic. Yesterday there a video that go to my recommendation. That video is about a millennial couple, Ashley and Andrew, who tell us about how they spend their money. But before going to the video, who we consider millennial people? According to one of the most knowledgeable people in the human history, Mr. Google. There are many definitions for millennial, but this is one of the most acceptable definitions. Millennial are those who born between 1981 and 1996. Also, millennial people are considered Generation Y. Let's watch the video and I will give you my reaction about it. Please make sure to spend a fraction of a second to kindly press the like button for YouTube algorithm. After you make sure to press the like button, I will try my best to criticize all of their mistakes related to the money and give them a compliment if they do an excellent job on the money. With that in mind, let's jump right to a video to see how a couple handle their money.
I'm Ashley, I'm 27 years old and I make $60,000 a year.
I'm Andrew, I'm 31 years old and I make $58,000 a year.
Together we make $118,000 a year.
And we both live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
First, there one thing that I noticed, the clothes that they are wearing are perfect. It's simple but more than enough for the video. Also $118,000 for a couple is not bad salary. I hope by looking at their clothes, their monthly budget will be very simple and affordable so that they can save the money for their future. Let's continue the video.
We're both doctors. I'm a resident physician in radiology.
I'm a resident physician in internal medicine.
Wow, they're both doctors. One is radiology and the other one is internal medicine doctor. And they are all in their residency right now. So I think 5 to 7 years from now, both of them, they will make at least 500,000. I think they can make up to $1 million together if they do everything correctly. Wow, this is good for them. This is an interesting episode already. So let's continue.
Salary really depends on your specialty. It can range anywhere from $200,000 on the lower end of the spectrum to over $1 million.
See, I'm 50% correct. Ashley say each of them can make up to $1 million. Very bright future for them. Please continue.
I am a resident, but I plan on living very cheaply for a long time until my loans are paid off and I have enough to live on, and I think that'll be many years in the future.
Let's see how she spent her money. $1,700 saving per month on the $60,000 salary is a good number. That means she will contribute more than $20,000 per year to her saving account. The next item in her expense, $800 for a room is okay. Next, $100 per month for travel is not much, but she can travel for free if she knows how to utilize the credit card. Wait, her grocery only $91? That means she only spent $3 per day. And if she eats 3 meals per day, that means she only spent $1 per meal? That's crazy. How can she do that? Next, her health, dental and vision insurance is only $65. Holy crap, that is another crazy thing. Wait, where her car payment and her car insurance? It is not listed here. That means she lives near her workplace and be able to save $400 to $500 on her car insurance and her car payment? Wow, that's good for you, Ashley. So please give us a follow-up video to show how you are able to get a low grocery and insurance. Now let's move on to her partner spending.
One of the things I learned is a 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your salary should be your needs. That includes rent, food, water, electricity. The 30% would be your wants. 20% should be automatically deducted.
Before going to his monthly budgets, 99% he will have an excellent one, since he know about the 50, 30 and 20% rule that I think most of us are not familiar with. That rule basically say you will have up to 50% for your needs like rent, food and utility, 30% for what you want like investment, entertainment or clothing, and 20% is what is for the taxes. Let's see what he have at his expense. $1,000 saving, pretty good. $800 for rent. So I think Andrew and Ashley rent at the same building, so they had the same price. Grocery, $179. Much better than my grocery with the $250. 401k, $94, pretty good. He may move some of his savings to 401k to reduce his taxes. Insurance, $52. Wow, it's even better than his partner. How does he get that low premium price? If anyone knows, please let me know in the comment down below. Utility and phone are $50 and $45. Great. Visa renewal, $42 per month. I'm wondering why he has to pay for that. Maybe he H-1B visa and he came to United States with his specialist work. Let's see. I think he do everything correctly, but he should move some of his savings to 401k. Unless he has something in the near future he has to spend a lot of money on. Andrew and Ashley are doing things correctly in here. They should contribute and max out their Roth IRA. Seen in the very near future, they are not be eligible because of their high salary.
I think every resident physician with student loans is thinking about how they're going to repay their student loans.
A student loan, I don't really want to discuss about those high interest rates in here. But unless you have a rich parent who pay for all of your tuition, I don't think any medical student be able to pay all of their medical tuition. In this case, I think Ashley will be able to pay for her loan very soon since her money is spent very low. A thumbs up for Andrew, he doing the good job. He studied medical school abroad and be able to save more than $200,000 in the student loan and finish his medical school without any student loan. An absolutely amazing strategy. I hope that many future medical students be able to find the same approach as Andrew.
He started with net zero, so whatever money he makes is just growing. So I don't think he feels as burdened by debt as I do, as someone who's still like at the bottom of this hole trying to get out, and seeing that I'm only saving X amount per year and how that is making very little impact on my larger share of loans.
Ashley right here, if someone doesn't have any loan, they don't have the same feeling with people who have $200,000 in the student loan.
I usually do the groceries because I love doing groceries. I think Ashley knows that I love grocery shopping. And then I also love to cook. So what I do, I pay for the both of us in terms most of the time for the food, and Ashley also helps.
Yeah.
If I'm not able to do the groceries on time, she's able to buy them, and then I cook the food.
Another thumbs up for Ashley and Andrew. That is why their grocery is very low. They are cooking at home and enjoy the work. It is important for you to find a partner with the same saving habit. It is good for you, Andrew and Ashley.
One of the strategies we do in terms of food is cook from home and meal prepping. I take a look at the prices of the foods or items that I purchase, both in different stores, making sure that what I'm buying is really of value. I even take note, for example, how much is this per pound of chicken?
And we're taking note of the price. I used to do that for all the meat that I buy. So if this market has a lower price than the other market, I will go to the cheaper store.
We basically met through an app called Coffee Meets Bagel.
That was my 27th birthday. Andrew did a wonderful job. It was very romantic. He's a bad liar, so I caught on that something was going to happen.
Wedding plan, this is an interesting topic. Usually people will say this is one of the lifetime events, so they will go all in for that and spend $60,000-$70,000 for their wedding and spend the next 2 or 3 years to pay all of their loan. With what I see so far, I think Andrew and Ashley will spend less than $50,000 for their wedding. I think they will have a simple wedding with a lot of friends and family members, but not a lot of money for that.
So our wedding budget is ideally $50,000, but because of my South Indian background, we actually are planning to do 2 events. And this is basically all of our life savings together, plus a little bit of help from my parents and not really anything from Andrew's mom. His father is deceased, so. And so around $50,000 would be our ideal budget.
$50,000 for the wedding, I think that is the fair amount, since they celebrate 2 events, one on Friday and the other one on Saturday at the church. I think it will be worth it for them since their future salary will be $1 million.
Even in med school, I maxed out my federal loans at the time, and then I worked 4 jobs on top of that while in med school. I was a dog walker, I rated essays for the TOEFL exam for English learners, and then also I was a babysitter, and I was an SAT and ACT tutor, so I was always looking for additional avenues of income to supplement what I had, because I did not want to take out a lot of private loans, especially with high interest rates.
Wow, she has 4 jobs in her medical school. She knows how to generate the money. Andrew, I believe you find the right partner for you.
In addition to that, I did like a research year at the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda in between my 3rd and 4th year of med school, and I signed up as a healthy volunteer for a lot of like clinical trials. So I've gotten like excessive MRIs of my brain, but there's no radiation, so it's fine. And then they would pay like $300 per MRI, and it's just kind of like 45 minutes of like sirens going off, but it pays $300. So like things like that, I would donate blood for money. I got like shocked on my arm for like clinical trials.
45 minutes of MRI for $300? I'm volunteer to do that if someone makes sure no radiation go to my body.
I'm currently on a J1 visa. That means it is by definition an exchange visitor. I would still be on the same visa until I finish my training. I will be applying for fellowship training this year, and hopefully we'll get to a program for the next 3 years, because that's the duration for hematology oncology training.
Oh, I'm wrong. Andrew is J1 visa, but he can apply for a green card after their wedding if Ashley is the green card holder or American.
So I anticipate that moving to DC will increase my spending a lot. One, with the actual move, and also my rent is going to go up by around $200 a month. I'll still have a roommate there, and I'll be living in pretty much the best bang for my buck that I could find within biking distance to my work.
She is correct. DC is an expensive place to live and study. Many DC universities cost more than $50,000 per year for undergraduate students.
But I think that the cost of living in DC is a lot higher. And also, we're going to have the additional cost of commuting back and forth from Philly and DC because Andrew will be here in Philadelphia over the course of the next year. So transportation costs will increase as well.
If Ashley living in DC, there are many ways that she could go to Philadelphia via bus or train. With a fairly low cost, it is around $30 to $60 depending on whether she wants to go via bus or train. It should not be an issue for them.
I think with medicine, it's a very rewarding and fulfilling career because every single day you go to work, one with a new challenge that's very intellectually stimulating and challenging, and also fully knowing that you're going to make someone's life better or at least attempt to.
I remember during medical school, I was reading our textbooks at least 2 times per textbook because I feel like what I'm reading now, someday it's going to help a patient.
Look at her smile when Andrew say he read the textbook at least 2 times. I think she must be so proud, Andrew. But go back to Andrew's statement. He said he read the textbook at least 2 times. For me, usually I read the textbook only 2 times and it go to the bookshelf.
I think every single day you feel like you're doing something meaningful and positive with your life. The pandemic really highlighted to society in general how essential doctors and nurses and respiratory techs and physical therapists and everybody in the whole team is in this basically ecosystem. I always felt appreciated as a physician, but I think it gave a renewed sense of appreciation from the greater community.
That is the end of Andrew and Ashley video. But did you see Mr. Wonderful and Graham Stephan at the bottom right corner? Those are my 2 idols. Finally, after watching the video, Ashley and Andrew have done many amazing things and there are nothing to criticize about. But there is only one tiny comment for Andrew to take more money on his saving and contribute to his 401k to reduce his taxes. If you like my video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel. It could help my channel tremendously. If you would like to have 3 free stock, open an account with Weibo, deposit $100 and you will get 2 free stock. With the second free stock with good value up to $1,400. If you would like 3rd free stock, please use the link in the description. Open an account with Robinhood and you will get the 3rd free stock. Thank you everyone for watching and see you in the next